Hi everyone, Simon speaking. Another video for you guys on YouTube. Time is 6 minutes past midnight, and I mean by that 6 minutes past midnight AM in the morning. It's morning time. 5th of September 2018, and this video is called Solace Hurricane Solace Watch across the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. So, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Here we go. I don't even remember one of my last videos. It was called the NEO weather forecast new technology video on YouTube. Well, that was in that talk I talked about the hurricanes across the Atlantic making us have colder winters, and talking about how the computer models can't predict the tropical storms and tropical waves, and how they can't predict if it's going to turn into a hurricane or not. Well, here's the proof in the pudding. That is Hurricane Florence. Now, that wasn't supposed to be a hurricane. That was not predicted to be a hurricane by the computer models. They've only updated it. They're not too sure which way it's going. A. B. They're not sure if it's going to be a major hurricane or what. And that's just to prove to you guys how you can't rely on computer models half the time. They do get things wrong. So you've got to be really careful before you say, look out. And as they say, don't cry wolf until it gets closer. Don't get, cocky. If you do, you could be getting in serious lot of trouble. So, yeah, so this is quite hard to predict hurricanes and typhoons and tropical waves and tropical depressions. I have a knack at it, and a very good eye on these forecasts, and very good at getting it right. And I've got a good instinct on this. But don't try it yourself, because it's not, it's all down to experience and years of experience and predicting weather and knowing how it works. So you've got to study it before you do things like this if you want to get into stuff like weather forecasting. But yeah, basically this is now a hurricane. It's a category 1. It's gone up 10 miles per hour since I last checked this. It's going to be a vicious hurricane. I think it's going to hit Bermuda Island. It's up here. It's off the east coast of America. So yeah, one that everyone's watching at the moment with great interest. This is what's left of Tropical Storm Gordon. That was going to predict to be a hurricane, but I think they got that wrong. They need to put it up to category 1 because they were just getting cautious and just trying to make sure anyone didn't get hurt. Florida got badly hit by it, and it's now in Louisiana, Alabama, in that part of America, wherever you call it. Can't pronounce the name of it. So yeah, and so there's a lot going on. This is just to show you how the prediction is with it. You see, it's up to about Thursday, it's a hurricane. Then it goes back to tropical storm, and then it is just off the east coast of Bermuda. That is actually there as a hurricane. But that circle bit, you see, that's not guaranteed. The bit the one before that is more likely. So this bit up to then, that'll be Friday 2 p.m. certainly likely. But beyond that, unlikely to be guaranteed. It could be a category 2 hurricane. I think it's going to get more powerful than they thought it was going to be. It could hit America. It could come towards England or France as a major storm for us. We don't know. Certainly, we don't know for certain. And that's what's left of Tropical Storm Gordon. 17 miles per hour. Prediction path. Going straight across America. Going to die off across as a depression across northeast America, and it'll end up in Greenland, dumping tropical air into Greenland eventually. That's where it's going, and that'll help towards a cold winter for the Northern Hemisphere this year coming. And it might help us have a cold winter across northwestern Europe and the United Kingdom. To wait and see. There's this one down here. I'm going to watch with great interest as well. The waters across the, as I showed you in the last video I did, NEO weather forecast technology video. The waters are warm enough to make hurricanes and tropical storms now, officially. So yeah, let's look at the Pacific situation. Hello, this is new. This wasn't here a few minutes ago. This just popped up. Now interest. A new one. Very interesting. Very interesting. Still got that hurricane there. Category 3. Hurricane, 120 miles per hour. Prediction. Let's have a look. going towards Hawaii. It might be a tropical storm by the time it reaches Hawaii. I have to wait and see. But as I said to you earlier, up to there is certainly likely. So there you go. Right. Let's look at the global weather around the world. So, let's go to the Pacific Ocean first. You've got this one off here. You've got one here. There's a hurricane there. That's an area of interest at the moment, of great interest. And this one is near Hawaii. That's Hawaii there. So that might hit Hawaii. It might miss it as a tropical storm or depression. And then you've got the other one behind. It might turn out the same. And then across the Atlantic, typhoon situation off Japan. That's what's left of the worst typhoon they've had in Japan for 25 years. Oh yeah, 25 years. I think it was over 100 miles per hour or something like 125 or 135 miles per hour. Quite a bad one it was. Worst one for 25 years. Quite a major one. Going up the North Pole at the moment. It's going to dump all its tropical air in the North Pole. And that's affecting the weather across England at the moment. Across the England, United Kingdom. Basically, it's pulling that like a magnet, pulling the high pressures, and they're retrogradating the ones that brought us the nice weather we've had the last 3 or 4 days. With that being pulled up north and retrogradating further north, and that's basically causing us to have more unsettled weather coming from undercutting onto the high pressures. And it's basically by more than blocking. That means basically low pressures to the south of the United Kingdom more likely, and that means you might get rain in the south. And there is actually rain predicted this weekend across the south of England, across the city of Guildford and Woking town. So yeah, not a lot, but it's getting more unsettled, but a little bit. It might dry out. It's more uncertain, so it's looking at the weather, and it's cooling down too. It's going to be a bit iffy for the next 2 weeks or so across the south of England. Don't rely on the nice days to be there. There might be a few good days, but it's getting more unsettled now because the autumn's obviously decided to come early this year across the United Kingdom, unfortunately, across northwestern Europe. We had a decent summer this year anyway, so we shouldn't mind. So that's what's going across the Japan. Let's swing right across to the Atlantic. So this is the situation of Hurricane Florence. Quite bad, isn't it? Quite bad. Quite bad. I want to watch with great interest. I've got that in my eyes. That's got my great interest in that one. It's all clear across the Caribbean. I've got a few thunderstorms. The Cuba area. The Caribbean islands down here. Right around here. They're all clear. That's what's left of Gordon. Tropical Storm Gordon going inland. Florida's really, really badly hit. And this is where we got another. Wow, look at that. That's quite concerning, quite worrying. Look at that. Better watch that one. Great interest. And over here a little bit. Spiked up. Spiked up. That's not so bad to worry about. Yeah, it's dying out, thank goodness. This is the breathing ground for the hurricanes across the Atlantic. There's quite some nasty beefy ones coming across Africa at the moment. Ones to watch. So there you go. And then Australia, see how the drought's going. Oh yeah, still pretty dry. They've got some rain in the south, around Melbourne, I think, by the looks of it, in South Australia. But that's all they've got. The drought's still going on across eastern Australia and western Australia and North Australia. Not a lot of rain across the Indonesian islands. The drought's still going on. And it's their spring now in Australia. Well, it's our autumn because they're in the summer hemisphere. So yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. May the force be with you, always. And the needs of the many, outweigh the needs of the few. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks for listening to Simon Evans. Goodbye everyone. Bye.